Freaks. It's Monday, March 6th, 2023. Coming up on the program today, we check in with the incel who gets really wet when a girl burps, farts, or poops. Plus, Dhar Mann is a shithead. I've been saying it for years, and now we have proof. Yelling at a disgusting fish bitch, and human meat should always be stored in your carry-on luggage. Distorted View Daily proudly presents great moments on cops.
Daddy, we got pockets of it.
15, go ahead.
You're taking the jail?
Sammy, what's going on, bud?
I want to get out of here.
How much does she have to drink today? Excuse me? How much does she have to drink today?
I haven't had anything
What's her
to
name?
eat or drink.
Is she a patron here, or is she a patron here?
You just finished eating.
Okay.
I want to go to Las Vegas. I can't stand public. I give away everything and everybody hates me. I need my inhaler.
Go get your inhaler. Come on.
No smoking. I gotta get out of here.
You're lying on the ground in a very nice restaurant.
Those people are smoking and I need my inhaler. I'm allergic to secondhand smoke. I have COPD. That punk over there quit smoking on August 3rd.
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
She likes to start things off by giving me some head. Her teeth always make my dick raw. Her teeth? Bitches can't suck a dick worth a damn.
I actually want to be brainless.
It's just a fun thing.
Try new peanut butter eggs.
Hey freaks, Tim back here with you, kicking off a new week of programs. Got a great one for you today. You know, it's been a hot minute since we've discussed Dhar Mann. I can't, for the life of me, figure out how this guy has 20 million subscribers to his YouTube channel. I mean, every last one of them are idiots, I'm sure. Now, look, I'm not for any type of genocide, but, you know, if we were ever facing a crisis, like a massive food shortage here in the United States, or some other natural resource was scarce, and we needed to lose 15 to 20 million people, I would say, wipe out the Dhar Mann fam. They are completely useless to this society. They're dumb. You'd have to be to find Dhar Mann videos entertaining. It's really, as I state every single time we talk about them, lowest common denominator bullshit. So Dhar Mann produces these life lesson videos. Lessons like kindergartners learn, like, be nice to everyone. You shouldn't make fun of people. Here's a clip from a video Dhar Mann posted about a year ago titled, Rich Kid Won't Tip Pizza Boy. He lives to regret it. 'Cause the pizza boy pulls out a gun. No, that would be too close to reality.
Hey there, that's gonna be $14.92.
Yeah.
Mom, I need $20.
Make sure you tip him well.
Mom's not the problem. I bet you he's gonna pocket that money.
Thank you, and here you go. How much change would you like for that?
What is this?
Pepperoni and pineapple. Isn't that what you ordered?
Who puts pineapple on a pizza? Do
Good question.
I look like a sociopath? I asked for pepperoni.
I'm really sorry.
Gotta be honest with you, I don't think I would tip this guy either. I mean, he could not have gotten this order more wrong. Pineapple and ham?
Would you mind just taking off the pineapple, or I could also go back to the store?
I'm not gonna do your job for you.
Yeah.
Go get me a new one.
Absolutely. I'm just
The
gonna need...
audacity of this fucking delivery guy. This kid ordered a pepperoni pizza, and the delivery guy's like, can't you just pick off the pineapple? Well, what about the fucking ham? I don't want the ham either. Ordered pepperoni. Anyway, he sends the delivery guy to, get the right order, and then mom confronts the son here.
The moron put pineapple on my pizza. I told him to get me a new one.
Okay, Derek, we don't call people that.
What? He's a delivery driver.
This is really where you're supposed to start to see that the kid's the bad guy.
You know, most jobs are harder than they look. You would know if you ever had one.
Oh! Oh, no, she did it! Mom is a savage bitch! That turd did not see that little burn coming. Well, while the kids are waiting for the correct pizza to come, they are talking about how lucky he is because for his birthday, he's going to be getting a BMW. You see? Spoiled rich kid. That's when the doorbell rings, and it's the pizza guy.
About time.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. I was running a little bit late because I had a pothole on the way over here.
Spare me.
Why are you out of breath? You drove. It's not like you jogged, you know?
The details.
Whatever.
At least you got it right this time.
Okay.
Great. That'll be $14.90.
This pizza's frozen cold. I'm not paying for this.
Again, I gotta take the side of the spoiled kid here. Even assholes can be right about stuff. First time, wrong order. Second time, pizza's cold. I mean, you expect me to eat that shit?
I don't mind paying for it, but you could keep it and just maybe throw it in the oven or something.
I'm not cooking my own pizza. I don't care if it's free.
Go back and bring me another one. Well, the mom witnesses this whole interaction and is like, if you want to get that BMW from me, you're going to have to get a job for at least a month. And that's exactly what this kid does reluctantly.
A few days later, he starts working at a local restaurant.
Yeah.
His first assignment is to deliver pizzas.
I wonder what's going to happen.
They get upset about him getting the pizza wrong.
Ting! Wait.
How long it took to deliver.
Huh. And I betcha customers even complained about how cold the pizza was too.
Or bringing cold food.
Yeah.
Even though none of it was Derek's fault. Derek finally understands how difficult it is to have a job.
I mean, how fucking on the nose is this shit? Derek was mean to a pizza delivery guy, and then he got a job as a pizza delivery guy, and people were mean to him, and then he saw the error in his ways. He shouldn't have been mean to the pizza man. What a lesson!
Hey, honey. How was work?
Suck fucking ass, bitch! Where's my Beamer? I mean, that's what he would normally have said, but you know, he's turned over a new leaf. He's learned so much.
Are you hungry? I'll fix you some supper.
That's all right. I ordered us food. I got enough for both of us.
Oh, okay, great. How much do I owe you?
Don't worry about it. This one's on me.
Wow.
I wonder who's gonna be at the door. In reality, you know, that pizza delivery guy would never go back to that house, ever. Like, get another driver to go to that fucking asshole's place. Yep, it's the same guy.
Hey, I got your,
Pineapple, right? Pineapple and ham, your favorite.
large pepperoni pizza. And don't worry, I double-checked it this time, so.
This says pineapple on it.
Oh, you're joking.
I'm just kidding.
Wow, what a dick.
Here's a 20. Keep the change.
But the pizza comes to $22. You're $2 short. Thanks, man. Later. Bye.
Really?
I know how hard your job is. I felt really bad about the last time. Sorry about that.
Kiss him. Kiss him. Come on.
Thanks. Really means a lot. Have a great one.
Do you want to maybe, I don't know, come inside and cuddle? I mean, come on, give me something here. Maybe watch this crap. Least they could do is give me a little gay shit.
It's like I don't even know who this new Derek is anymore.
That's because some of the guys over at the pizza parlor introduced me to heroin.
Thanks, Mom.
Really mellowed me the fuck out. So these are the kind of lessons you learn in Dhar Mann videos. It's always like, fat woman gets shamed. What happens next will shock you. And it's always like, the fat woman turns out to be the president of the company this lady is working for, and then she gets fired. And because now she doesn't have any money, she can't eat good food, she eats crap, and then she herself gets fat. Ha ha! What goes around comes around. You know, it's stuff like that. There is a reason why I'm bringing up Dhar Mann today, though. Oh, this just brings me so much pleasure. Dhar Mann is in a bit of trouble with his actors, the people that appear in his videos. According to an MSN story, I don't know where this originally came from, Dhar Mann's enormous success on YouTube has come thanks to short films about important topics. Okay. And each one of those films features several actors. Now, many of those actors have gone public with their stories saying that Dhar underpays them and has treated them unfairly. As a matter of fact, a lot of the actors are saying they can't even afford rent, even though they work on all these, Dhar Mann videos, and he rakes in millions. The actors have been turning to social media, posting TikTok videos. They've been holding protests and press conferences and stuff. I've got some video here. Here's a bunch of Dhar Mann's actors.
Hey, Colin, what are you protesting?
I just wanted to have a conversation with my boss.
Yeah, Dhar won't speak with these people, even after agreeing to a meeting. I've read posts from people who are extras and stuff on a Dhar Mann video. Dhar Mann doesn't even show up to the set half the time. When he does, he's a total dick to everyone. Behind the scenes people aren't happy with Dhar Mann either. According to one editor that worked with Dhar, it's a toxic work environment. They overwork editors, no work-life balance, terrible pay. If you choose to work from home, be ready to have a screenshot monitor downloaded onto your personal computer so they can make sure you're working. It's quick turnaround. Everyone is miserable. Let's hear a little more from the actors.
I just wanted to have a conversation with my boss.
I'm protesting the man never talks to anyone. He silently fires people, and he doesn't pay anyone what they're worth.
Okay, I could do without the whistles. Maybe hold off on blowing those when people are talking into the camera.
Everything that is done in the dark needs to be brought to the light. Because we can't be taken advantage like this.
Because the man won't even talk to us, and he blatantly ignored us. And then he flew to Aspen when he was supposed to be in a meeting with us.
We just want to be heard.
Just talk to us.
So what's funny is all of the actors who were protesting Dhar Mann, they've been fired. Their services are no longer needed. Now, to save face, Dhar Mann has said, look, we're going to there's going to be some changes, right? We're going to address certain concerns that actors have. Now, who knows if that's true or not? Again, he could just be saving face. The fired actors held a press conference, partly to pat themselves on the back, like, oh, we're the reason why there's going to be change if change does in fact come. Doesn't change the fact, though, that these guys who are at the press conference, they're out of a job now. Here's part of the press conference where reporters are asking questions.
You guys are done with Dhar, or Dhar is done with you, I guess. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Very.
Yeah.
So you see, we no longer have jobs. To use a little Dhar Mann catchphrase, so you see.
So you see.
It feels like the reason that he had the meeting with the actors who are still loyal to the studio and have been very public about that was more of a save face tactic as opposed to a genuine want and concern for the actors that are a huge part of this brand.
Yeah. And some of those actors are folks that were commiserating with us and came to meetings and had discussions with us. So they are also interested in change. It was, again, just easier for them to send us into the fray and reap the benefits. So it's good for them.
Wow, this guy sounds bitter. I won't bore you with the whole press conference. You know what's kind of funny is that the girl who spoke, she was the one that was filming this for TikTok, and I guess she just put her phone on a tripod and then joined the other guys behind the podium, but she forgot to turn off her TikTok filter. And the TikTok filter that she had selected was that one that adds a hat and mustache to your face. Now, the camera's pretty far back, so it doesn't detect faces all the time, but there's a few points where, the guy is speaking, making a serious accusation, and all of a sudden, a sombrero pops up on his head, and he's got a big handlebar mustache. This is supposed to be a serious press conference about deplorable working conditions. Those filters make a mockery of the whole thing. Now, Dhar Mann did respond on Instagram. I don't know if this helps his case or not, but he says, we believe we pay our actors competitively compared to our peers. Our rates for actors vary. Extras receive $18 an hour, and speaking role actors receive $33 to $44 an hour. That doesn't seem like that much for an on-screen actor, right? Although, you do get what you pay for. Some of the performances in these videos are, PU, stinking up the place.
So you see,
you should be grateful for any paycheck you get for acting because you're not exactly Academy Award caliber thespians.
So you see,
shut the fuck up. Ungrateful, spoiled actors. One of the things they were complaining about is there was no craft service table. So you see, before you left the house, you should have brought a Nature Valley bar with you. This is a Dhar Mann video, not a Spielberg production. Christ. Anyway, if you've been wondering what's going on over there at the Dhar Mann channel, it's just been a lot of drama. We got to move on. One of my favorite U-tards is back. Marshall Mathers IV, who, by the way, changed his name recently to the Black-Pilled Joker. What the fuck is it with every incel identifying with the Joker? It's bizarre, especially because incels are always going against conformity, right? They're always speaking out against the foids. The women who all act the same, go for the same type of guy, dress the same, look the same. Meanwhile, incels themselves are indistinguishable from one another. They spew the same crap. Although I will say Marshall Mathers is great because he has very specific fetishes. And in this video, he talks about how much he loves his fetishes.
Hey guys, it's the Joker here, back to you today with another video. And today I just wanted to take the time to talk about here really quick that I love my fetishes. Yeah. I do.
He's proud of them.
I am really proud of the things that turn me on.
Such as?
Get me hard and wet.
Oh, okay. You could just stop at what turns you on. Those other things you're saying, it's gross.
That turn me on.
Yeah, right there. Stop.
And get me hard.
No.
And wet.
Oh, I'm proud of the fetishes that get my pussy juices dripping. Get my breasts all perked up. My areolas all hard and engorged. My boy cunt starts self-lubricating. What? Okay.
Which are attractive girls burping, farting, pooping, and peeing. Those 4 things are my fetishes. Those 4 things are what turn me on and get me hard and wet.
Stop saying wet. Wet is really the problem. It's the problem word.
And I love them. I love what gets me off.
And wet.
And I am completely 100% proud of that.
Okay, calm down. No. Seriously, I am proud of the fact I'm into farting, burping girls. Seriously, I want to shout it from the mountaintop.
I am turned on by those 4 things and, you know, get hard and wet to those things.
Okay, seriously. How many times is he going to say wet?
Makes me very set apart and different than, you know, most guys out there in the world who are literally only turned on by and get off to and get, you know, hard or wet to girls who suck dick or take dick up the ass.
He's almost like looking down upon other guys who are just into normal stuff.
Girls who suck dick or take dick up the ass, which is fucking disgusting and immoral and wrong and evil.
Not like his pure righteous fetish of seeing girls take big fat steaming dumps.
The way I look at it, when I, you know, masturbate to videos on YouTube or on porn websites of hot, attractive girls burping or farting or pooping or peeing, to me, I see that as me, as a guy, loving everything about that girl.
His motto is, if you're going to be her number 1, you better love her number 2. That's commitment. That's respect. That's true love.
Because her bodily functions are a part of her.
Sure.
If it's an ugly or average looking girl, then I will, in fact, be turned off. I will, in fact, be disgusted by it. And my dick will not get hard.
You have failed to give Marshall Mathers IV an erection. Take your fucking pig burps and your pig shit out of here.
I will not get an erection. Okay. I will not get wet or want to beat my dick.
Stop it! No more wet. I don't know why that bothers me so much, but I don't like to think of this guy getting wet. All right, I can't believe this video is like 35 minutes long. I'm going to fast forward a bit here and see what he talks about.
Continuing on, in 5th grade...
Oh, Jesus.
There was this one time when...
I'm guessing so that the most of the video is him recounting all of the times he got turned on by little girls.
And after lunch, when I was getting to go outside for recess.
Do you think this is going to be about burping, farting, or shitting? I saw a little girl take a shit.
And there was this girl, and she was shorter than me, and I also remember her name. And she was really pretty and also cute, which made her even more attractive because those are my favorite kinds of girls too. The ones who are not only...
Oh, you're into attractive, pretty cute girls. Okay.
Attractive, but attractive.
So bizarre.
And cute, both like as like a mix or combined.
Oh, okay, yeah. As opposed to all the other guys looking for plain, ugly chicks.
And after lunch, she let out this really big burp. Like really loudly. And she burped, and I remember that I was so horny and so turned on that when I went outside, there was like this pole, and I started humping the pole, imagining that it was her. And I remember her saying to me,
"Wait a second, she was there as you were humping a pole? This was like during recess?" There were a bunch of kids out. You just like picked a basketball hoop pole and you started humping it in front of everyone?
Her saying to me, you know, my real name and stop humping the pole. And she was kind of laughing at me. She didn't make fun of me or anything.
Well, she didn't have to.
Like,
sure there were plenty of people willing to pick up the slack there.
Scold me, but she just simply said, you know, my real name, stop humping the pole. And then she kind of laughed.
From that moment on, he knew he was a burp man.
Since I was a child, I knew that is what I loved. That is what in the future that I would masturbate to and, you know, get wet to and just get hard.
Okay, all right, that's the last straw. I can't take any more wet from Marshall Mathers here. Thank you very much for being so open and honest and, well, gross. I've got a couple more short clips, and then we will get into the news. First up, I featured similar videos like this before. You know, these animal lovers that freak out when they see someone hunting or fishing. It's another one of those. This one takes place at a fishery. It's literally an area where fish are caught and prepared to be sold. I don't know how this woman stumbled into the area. I don't know where she thought she was, but she was not happy with what she saw.
God, you are disgusting. Put that bloody thing back in the water if it's not dead already. You vile bitch. Put it back. You are disgusting. You are a disgrace. I hope that's recorded because you are an absolutely bloody disgrace. It's a fish. Put it back in the water. Are you trying to kill it?
Are you trying to kill it? Yeah, that's generally the idea of what we're doing here. We're catching fish, killing it. Why? Because then we can cook it up and eat it. And as you know, everybody's eating fish today.
Everybody's eating fish today. It seems to be everybody's wish today. So nice and easy in so many ways.
Today's dish is fish from Atlantic to Pacific. Get those claps in there.
Everybody's eating fish today.
Everybody's eating fish. Today's dish is fish. Yes, yes. Love that. By the way, there's just something about screaming British people that I love. It's like, blah, blah, put it back in the
back in the water.
Put it back in the water, you tosser.
Are you trying to kill it?
You're trying to kill it, yeah.
It's a fishery.
What the fuck?
Good. I'm glad. I hope this is recorded. You are disgusting. You're not fucking human.
Oh my God, it's a fishery.
Oh my God, yeah, you. Fishery. And
Fishery.
Matrix.
People.
Play fishery.
Go fishing.
Fuck off.
Yeah, what a fishery is. And the right is a Matrix. And you are a disgusting bitch. You're a fucking whore. And you should
go fishing, darling.
You should be drowned, my love.
Go fishing.
You are disgusting.
You should be drowned.
And you should
go fishing, darling.
You should be drowned, my love.
Yeah. Someone should drown you.
Disgusting.
Someone should waterboard your disgusting ass. All right. Well, thank you very much. I think I know someone who won't be eating fish today. Finally, before we get into the news, You know that Utard we have been featuring lately who thinks everyone around him is an NPC, not a real person, soulless. He spends a lot of time at Walmart harassing customers and employees. And I'm always surprised that no one ever just like punches him in the mouth, right? No one ever attacks him because he really does say vile things. Well, in his most recent video, which unfortunately is just a YouTube short, so it's only like 30 seconds long, he appears to be filming at a bar, maybe a restaurant that has a bar, but he's up at the bar and he's antagonizing people. And this is like the one place where you really don't want to piss people off. The people who are drinking, you might get a mean drunk. They're going to be the most willing to put you in your place physically, right? Let's see what happens.
You're thinking, I already get you. No, don't touch me, so let's fuck.
Fuck out of my face, bro.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Hit me because you couldn't hit growing up. What are you gonna do? Hit me? Like one of those loser head case kids who get put in an alternative school when they get overwhelmed.
So he's saying he's a pussy for not hitting him. Like, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna punch me.
Why do I have to get out?
He's asked to leave.
Yeah, I'm better than your daddy because your daddy didn't kill you and drown you at birth. Oh, you're gonna. A monkey is attacking me! A wild monkey is attacking me!
I don't know exactly what happened. I don't think the dude landed a punch, but I think he pushed our friend here.
He couldn't control his feelings because he should KYS.
You guys know what KYS means when he says you should KYS? Why don't you just kill yourself? Right. One glorious day, this guy is going to fuck around with the wrong person and promptly find out. And I hope he's recording because that is the type of content I am looking for. All right. And with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist to that fucked up news right now. All right, if you're not yet Sideshow members, what are you waiting for? Help support this stupidity. Become a true and honorable freak today. When you sign up, you gain access to the entire archive of programs. More importantly, every week I do brand new Sideshow exclusive episodes. Tomorrow's podcast is going to be Sideshow exclusive. If you want to hear it, you got to sign up, superfreaksideshow.com. Again, membership's very inexpensive, only $6.99 a month. Even less when you opt for a quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, or lifetime membership. Remember, all major credit cards and PayPal accepted, but if you happen to use Apple Podcasts or Spotify, you can sign up and utilize those apps. So you can sign up in Spotify. You'll get all the new Sideshow exclusive episodes right alongside the free episodes in your feed. Same deal with Apple Podcasts. For more information on that, check out distortedview.com and superfreaksideshow.com. Final way to help support the show, we've got a Patreon account. Patreon.com/distortedview. You can pledge as little as $1 over there. Every little bit helps. If you pledge at least $5, you get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. Okay, 3 very quick stories now. First up, I don't know if this is exactly common knowledge or if I'm just an idiot, but you guys know those like posts that are erected, like concrete posts in front of buildings? They're used to prevent cars from smashing into the building. Instead, they'll smack into the post. That has a name. Those are called ballards or bullards or something like that. I don't know if this is like everyone knows it and I'm just a moron, or if most people just call them concrete posts. The reason why I had to look up this word today is because it is heavily involved in our first news story. By the way, the correct pronunciation is ballard. Like a sheep, ballard. I didn't know that either. I had to look it up on Google. All right, so here we go. I've got a story about a ballard here. A man had sex with his wife on a ballard in protest after it had been erected by his neighbor to stop him from parking his camper van in her space. Oh, I love these type of petty neighborly fights. Bonus, it's kind of passive-aggressive, right? Like, she won't talk to him about this. She just erects a bollard, right? That'll keep him from parking in my spot. And then in return, he fucking defiles the bollard by getting pussy juice and shit all over it. Like, I'm going to fuck my woman all over this bollard. Lee Craig McConnell, 28, consistently parked his vehicle and a camper van in his neighbor's parking space. This is in Blandford Forum over there in the UK. In retaliation, his neighbor was forced to put up a bollard in place to prevent McConnell from parking his camper van in her spot after it had led to some tension and arguments between the pair. Weymouth Magistrates Court heard how neighbors living in the relatively small cul-de-sac of 10 houses regularly face difficulty parking and leaving their respective spaces with their vehicles. Despite her efforts, prosecutor Richard Wythe said the bollard was pushed over and tampered with, which caused the worried neighbors to install closed-circuit television, like security cams, ring cams or something, from her bedroom to overlook the area. However, despite moving the camera onto an external wall and putting up sign warnings of CCTV, she still caught McConnell pushing the bollard over on 2 separate occasions. After 11 p.m. on October 26, 2022, footage captured McConnell gesturing to his wife to come over to the parking bollard and have intercourse with her. Mr. Wythe noted that the incident only became known to the neighbor the day after it happened. She wasn't watching it live. She's not some sort of freak. Referring to the closed-circuit television footage, he said, "He appears to be talking, and she," meaning McConnell's wife, "is wearing some sort of gown," who then walks towards the bollard, goes over the bollard, and engages in the sex act. He finishes all over the bollard and walks into the house. The bewildered neighbor was left completely disgusted by the footage and felt the act was meant to shock and intimidate her during their ongoing parking dispute. Additionally, before calling his wife over, the 28-year-old was caught facing the camera while masturbating outside of the front of the house. On the same evening of the sex act, her husband had been taken to the hospital. Mr. Wythe claimed it was an attempt by the defendant to humiliate her and noted McConnell had answered no comment during the police interview. That woman was having a bad day, like her husband was rushed to the hospital, had a heart attack or something. She finally gets to go home and rest for a little bit, and then she gets a front row seat to 2 pieces of white trash fucking on her bollard. McDonald pleaded guilty to indecent exposure at the court hearing on Friday. Defending Simon Lacey said McConnell had been left embarrassed by his actions and had placed their home for sale, in a bid to draw a line under the incident. He added, "The whole thing is a disaster. All they're doing is removing themselves from a very difficult situation. It's sad, and this is a man who is trying to bring up a family and work." Oh, he has kids? What a role model. Father of the year, right? He's highly embarrassed about what happened. It's a very hard lesson to learn. McConnell has expressed concern a copy of the footage still exists, and he worries about what could happen to the video. Yeah, well, shit happens. It's her video. Oh, I would totally post that shit online and sell it. Put it behind a paywall. Make a few bucks there. It's just like that gay weatherman that we talked about last week on the show. He was doing live streams where he's jerking off and inviting strangers to come over and fuck him bareback and come inside his sloppy hole. And then when he gets fired because his bosses found out about the video, he was all like, I don't want people sharing it. Why are people trying to view my videos online? It's like, you put it out there. No takesy-backsies. That's why you have to be really careful. You have to think real hard. Do you want your nudes out there? Because that shit's forever. No takesy-backsies, right? That's the beauty of the internet. All right, the matter was adjourned for a pre-sentence report, and McConnell will appear again at the same court on April 27th. He was released on bail, but ordered not to contact his neighbor. And don't have sex on the bollard anymore. All right, second story we have for you. Freaks, I quite frankly am alarmed about how often it seems that a man goes into the hospital for a procedure. Maybe he has to have a toe amputated, or maybe it's just, I don't know, an angioplasty or something. And then, they put him under, and then he wakes up and boom, his cock is missing. They amputate his dick. It's insane how often this happens. We talk about these things all the time on the podcast, and once again, I've got another news story. It happened again. All right. A surgeon in Italy is under investigation by the country's top health officials for royally fucking up. He mistakenly amputated a patient's penis after incorrectly diagnosing him with a tumor. Turns out it was just a ball. This doctor didn't know the difference between a testicle and a tumor. I'm guessing. Or maybe he just had a girthy schlong, and some fat deposits were lumping up on the side of his shaft or something. It's either fat or testicles. Oh, to have those problems, right? My prick is so fat, it's lumpy. I don't know. All right. The 30-year-old urologist performed the operation to remove the quote-unquote tumor a month after diagnosing the man, believed to be in his 60s, with cancer. Reports suggest that the penis removal operation went down without a hitch, except for the fact it wasn't necessary. That's a big hitch. All right, until later analysis revealed there was no reason for it to have occurred in the first place. Yeah, the devastated patient is now seeking compensation from the bungling medic over the mutilation, which took place at San Donato Hospital over there in Tuscany, on November 13th, 2018. The case has a preliminary court hearing scheduled for March 9th. A similar case was reported in France in December of last year. So that's what I'm saying. This happens so often after a series of errors resulted in the total removal of a man's penis. The man, reported to be in his 30s, there's a big difference between some old dude in his 60s getting his cock accidentally cut off and a man, a vibrant, active man in his 30s losing his penis, you know? I mean, both are very sad. I'm sure the 60-year-old dude would love to have his penis back, but honestly, he only has a few decades worth of use left in that thing anyway. And really, how much sex are you getting in your 70s and 80s? You know, quality sex, you know. But the man in his 30s, that is just it's a great tragedy.
It's a great tragedy.
That's what I'm saying. The man, reported to be in his 30s, said the surgery left him with just his testicles. Oh, thank God. It wasn't a total loss technically, but it might as well have been. Women don't like balls. That's gross. They're all wrinkly, brain-like. All right. So he's left with just testicles and no feeling where his penis once was. I have hatred towards this doctor who did this to me. He did not listen to me, the unidentified victim said. He played Russian roulette with me. He told the news site, I'm really devastated and it's shameful. The patient said after the surgery, inside, I knew it. It was either death or that. And indeed, he had removed everything. He had just left the testicles and had cut at the base. But you can't replace the feeling of a penis with several sensors. Okay. The Frenchman's lawyer was initially hoping to win his client 1 million euros, but local reports suggest he was eventually awarded about 55,000 pounds in damages. That's like $66,000 in U.S. money, and that's not a lot for a man in his 30s who lost his dick. I mean, his life is over with. There's no reason to live. I mean, that's KYS territory. Why don't you just kill yourself? All right, final story we have for you today. A Brazilian murder suspect, who police believe may have engaged in cannibal practices, has been arrested at an airport in Portugal with a suitcase containing suspicious meat. Well, everything's checking out. Always go with your first hunch. If you think someone's a cannibal, chances are they're a cannibal. Bogoli Mendes Fernandez, 26, was taken into custody at Lisbon Airport on Monday after getting off a flight from Amsterdam, where he was suspected of killing 21-year-old Alan Lopes a day earlier. In addition to the questionable meat, he also had blood-stained clothing on, which is not a great look if you're an accused murderer. Portuguese media reported that the pieces of meat that were found inside of a plastic bag stuffed into Fernandez's luggage could possibly be human flesh. Yeah, my money's on that. The meat will be analyzed in a laboratory to determine its origin. Officials with the Portuguese Borders and Immigration Service initially detained Fernandez on suspicion of carrying forged documents, including an Italian identity card and other paperwork bearing a name different than his own. That's like totally the move of a cannibal. That's like Hannibal Lecter shit, right? He was a jet-setting cannibal. Fernandez drew border officers' attention because he had a bandage on his right hand. When they opened his suitcase, they found the meat along with the bloodstained clothing. Oh, he wasn't wearing the bloodstained clothing. It was just like in his suitcase. I would have just thrown that fucking shit out. But you know, cannibals, they have to be frugal about everything. No, I can save that shirt. I'll soak it in a little DD7. The bloodstains will come right out. Portuguese newspapers reported that police suspect that Fernandez had engaged in cannibal practices. The 26-year-old, who described himself on Facebook as 2% genius, 98% crazy, not a good mix there, made his initial court appearance in Lisbon earlier this week and will remain in custody pending his extradition to the Netherlands. Lopes was found dead Sunday night at a house in Amsterdam that he shared with his mother and sister, who were away at the time. The victim's sister said that Fernandez was homeless and would stay with the family whenever he had nowhere else to go. Allen also lent money to the cash-strapped suspect. In an interview with the Portuguese television channel SIC, Fernandez's mother suggested that her son may have killed Lopes in self-defense. Yeah, that's a great theory, Mom, until you factor in the whole meat thing. How are you going to explain away the cannibalism? She does have a theory about that. She says Fernandez was having dinner with the victim when the victim offered him human flesh to eat. Okay, he just had some human kebabs lying around, and also showed him videos about cannibalism. The 21-year-old then allegedly tried to kill Fernandez. The mom also claims that the meat found in her son's possession in Lisbon was the very same meat that was offered to him by Lopes, you see. And her son had kept it as evidence. Yeah, he was going to go right to the cops. He's not a cannibal. He was just trying to do the right thing. Yes, he planned to hand over the cannibal meat to the authorities. Okay, what a wild yarn this bitch is spinning. Doing anything and everything to protect her little baby. Her little human flesh-devouring baby. All right, there you go. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Monday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. All right, guys, love to hear from you freaks, and there are many ways to contact the show. Show at DistortedView.com. I'm all over social media at DistortedView on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook.com/DistortedViewShow. Don't forget the most important way to reach out and touch me, 206-666-4463. If you do pledge at least $5 to our Patreon account, you get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. All right, let's check in with some freaks here. Yes, caller.
Hi, this is Alpine White from the Discord. Happy Easter. I was wondering if you remember that clip about a black woman getting agitated over butt crumbs. I would love to hear that clip again.
Oh, yeah, butt crumbs. I do remember that. First of all, I'm ahead of schedule. It is not yet Easter. He called in December, by the way. But yes, I do remember the butt crumbs clip. And because you happen to catch me on a day when I'm in a good mood, I will play you what I have here.
And now I'd like to talk about butt crumbs. Yes, ladies, butt crumbs. Have you ever been to a public restroom and you've gone into the stall and there were little crumbs on the seat? Little crumbs. Ladies, there's no reason why you should leave your butt crumbs on the seat. Makes no sense that I have to come in there because it's the only stall available and I really have to pee and I have to blow your butt crumbs off the seat.
What are butt crumbs exactly? Did we ever learn that? Like, is it like pieces of toilet paper that have that's gotten like torn up and stuck in their ass and it falls on the seat? Or is it actual like a skin or poop?
And in hopes that they don't get into my eyeballs, and then wipe the seat off, and then put toilet tissue all around the seat, then stand up. Ladies, take care of your butt crumbs. Could you possibly clean yourself?
This clip is so old. It was before the clapping thing starts. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, now, if a woman was gonna go on a rant about this, she'd be like, "Women, clean up your butt crumbs," right? But this was
possibly trim your.
This was pre-clapping.
Your hair.
Pre-clap talking.
So that you don't have incrustations growing into your hair and stuff just falling all over the seat. I mean, seriously, it's freaking disgusting. You know what I mean? Like, your hygiene must be way off. Like, seriously, like, it's disgusting. Take care of your butt crumbs at home. Please do not leave butt crumbs out for the public to see.
There you go. Fan request. Butt crumbs. Next up here. All right, get what the smoke alarm. Okay.
Cock-a-doodle, wee wee, monsieur. Happy holidays. Yes, you're having happy holidays.
Every time the smoke alarm plays, it gets louder.
And jobs underneath the mistletoe, and maybe underneath the Christmas tree.
Okay, right. Enough of that. Pretty sure we played a similar call last week.
Boo, it's Dr. Deviant. I was just listening to one of the recent episodes, and somebody mentioned the 20th anniversary meetup and you proposed it in Ashtabula. And honestly, that's not a bad idea.
It's a horrible idea.
And we hear about it all the time. It's one of those places that...
Although we could find a very inexpensive venue. Oh, we could do it Geneva on the Lake, which is in Ashtabula County. Geneva on the Lake is kind of like a old-timey like strip where there's like... I don't know, like little arcades, and it's on the water. I don't know. I'm not describing it very well. They used to have rides there too, but there's like bars and games and stuff, like a boardwalk thing.
Freaks that have been around a while probably want to,
You want to see Ashtabula?
To once just to pay homage, and
I would love to like rent a like a bus and take you guys on a tour.
It might be interesting. So I'd be down. That's just my 2 cents worth.
And this is the high school where I got my ass kicked every day.
That's all I got. Have a good one.
This is the football field where a couple jocks called me faggot, and I began to question my sexuality. No, I don't know. Yeah, maybe Ashtabula. I don't know. Yeah, we got to come up with something. Got a little bit of time, but I gotta get playing on that.
Yeah, this is Mike. In regards to the guy who came blood. It can be a sign of prostate cancer, but it's more likely high blood pressure bursting blood vessels in his prostate.
I think he's called back recently and said it's still happening, right?
It happened to me once when my partner and I were having some shenanigans and ended up with blood on my belly. But it's just high blood pressure.
How freaked out were you when you came blood? I don't think I would take that very well. I would immediately think, oh God, I'm bleeding internally and it's coming out of my pee hole and I've got hours to live. I'd rush to the emergency room. Turns out it could just be high blood pressure. Okay, thank you very much for the information. That is all the time we have on this edition of the show. Why don't you guys email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660. God, is it? Oh God.
Girls burping, farting, pooping, and peeing. Those 4 things are what turn me on and get me hard and wet.
Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the program. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or like wherever you can rate and review podcasts. Tomorrow's episode is going to be Sideshow exclusive. If you want to hear it, you got to sign up. Superfreaksideshow.com. Otherwise, I'll see you back on Wednesday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Good evening.
Hi.
Oh.
I'm Jim Henson's mother.
How are you, honey?
Good.
Oh, my honey, let me tell you something here. I'm sure it's better now. What you need, honey?
Please sign up for the Sideshow.
What's that?
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how to put it, though.
Honey, you ain't got to try too hard with me. I'll just tell you right, get on top, girl. Oh. You ain't got to try too hard with TV.
Okay.
Get on, honey. I don't want to be nasty here. You see that number you just called here?
Yeah.
Call it again at the end of the show.
Oh.
Maybe we can do some things.
I don't want to do that.
I just want to help you, honey. Don't you think nasty now. Listen here.
What?
I got to go. But I'll tell you what. Call the show. I will more than happy to talk to you again.
Hey, that's quite all right.
Mm-hmm. Honey, enjoy your weekend.
Okay.
You sound so sweet. I love you, honey. Touch yourself for me tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to go. I got to go.
Don't let my baby go hungry on the street.
Oh, okay.
Sign up now.
I will do that.
Superfreaksideshow.com.
What you want to do is get the hell off my phone. Don't call here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you watched the show before, you know that there's some fools calling in, wasting time.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.